Good evening. This is Tammy Adamopio coming to you live. After watching Bill Maher and listening to him talk about how teachers should be let off the hook for expectations and problems that we have with students, and that all the blame should be placed squarely on parents, we have to wonder, is there a middle ground? Sure, parents have issues that they have to address, but so do teachers. And we must find a middle ground. One of the things that Mr. Maher talked about, he talked about how our children are drinking so much soda and texting, which is real. Our children are often not eating properly, which is one of the wonderful things about our schools, that often we're offering food programs, and these food programs give students opportunities to try fruits and vegetables that they've never tried before. Even some of the schools are starting to do gardening so that children will experience the opportunity of growing their own food and the opportunity to work with nature, within nature. So some of these things are in place, and we have to highlight these things. And when we highlight these things that are going on, our parents will see some of the positives instead of all the negative things that happen in schools. Another thing that he mentioned was texting, which our children are really into computers, and this is a technology age. And if our children can positively use electronics, it will really help them to be successful. Okay, so one of the other things I was thinking about was that Mr. Maher talked about how he doesn't have any children. So in a way, he doesn't have a big stake in their future. However, he did say, clearly that we all come in contact with one another. So for sure, he is concerned, and rightly so, because in our society we have to work together in order for our society to be successful. So one of the things that I was really thinking about is that I learned about in our Epstein book was how one school was using folders that had all of the information in them being sent home to parents throughout the year so that they can communicate and know what was going on, and they were using this information to have action, make action programs, and change some things, and do away with some things that were unnecessary. And that is really important. Communication is really important. Nowadays, not only do we use folders, we can also use technology. We can use the Class Dojo. We can use Skype. We can do different things when we want to talk to our parents. So those are some of the important things, and just working together, collaborating, getting feedback from one another is important. Finding opportunities that parents and teachers and schools can work together to do things for their children, help find resources, help plan trips, work together, making sure that students are following rules at home as well as following rules in school, and finding some common ground to find ways to reward our students for just for doing the right thing, and helping them to grow and feel confident, growing their self-esteem. So parents definitely want their children to have the best educators, and educators want to have the best children. So in order to do that, when you work together and everyone is feeling as though they're important and the culture of the school is conducive for all people, that's one way of really working together and understanding how we fit together as a community. Okay. And I would just like to thank you for listening to me, and have a good evening.